Hey guys, you're playing as Sync, and this is our Exchange of Information deck. Been having kind of mixed results with this one. On one hand, I do like that you can play a regular faster deck and just end up scoring Astros a lot of the games and not worry about doing the exchange combo. Like, you're not all in on it. But at the same time, because really our only reliable way of forcing tags is the breaking news, it becomes hard to play exchange a lot of the time, even when they have stolen tuners you want to swap for. So I originally was thinking this would be like an exchange deck where you would usually finish the game with exchange. But I think it might be more like a regular faster deck that has like one exchange in it and then you use it once in like every 5-6 games to get value, or you just use it to make them scared of taking tags. Like, they would see it from Central and then think, oh, I definitely can't have tags now. So I think the cards are getting to be a little less exciting than I first thought due to the difficulty of actually lining things up. But I think it's maybe still worth putting in a deck if you have any breaking news at all. Because really the dream is to like score this off an Astro token or a Sansan, then trade it away, and then the tags would stay on the runner, which is pretty sweet. Since it's two separate abilities, you can... Oh, breaking... Or that's just sitting out by itself, too. I don't have a way to tag him. Let's start drawing. Turnpike. Yeah, we could put... Maybe I'll discard CVS. Hard to tell if he's got Clot or not. But he'll definitely want to run Archives at some point, so we'll put this back in here for later. Well, he kind of let us sweep, so we'll get our Sansan down. The Data Raven here, he's just gonna jack out, unfortunately, but it's probably still good enough to put it down. Probably end up losing this to Forked, but he has to find it. So you don't know how long it's gonna live. We might get a value if he has to run through a couple times. So probably jack out here. People worry about like Kitty and stuff, so they usually don't go through. Yeah, we're gonna lose the Parasite before too much else happens. If he plays a wild side, we can pick it off with the breaking news. But I kind of want to hold the breaking news for a while to try to get the exchange going. Sansan's everywhere. Okay. Do we bother playing Resistor? It's only one card. Yeah, we just sit tight. Love to draw Astro right now, but I don't know if we can. So we could squish this Liberated right now. Would be kind of okay. See, I want more, right? just let this die, make a new remote, and then I can archive it back. Maybe that's something we can do. I don't think I want to purge for just this data raven. Let's see if we can get him to come in here. Turnpike is pretty good against Whizzard. The dollar tax, he has to pay it even with Faust, and Trace isn't decent too. So we can't parasite here. Going to break for 2 cards. Excellent outcome for us. And we'll start wearing into the David tokens. So I was hoping we'd see Astro. We didn't. Now I think we just keep putting stuff in the server. We could even archive for Sansan and then install the breaking news instead. But I think I really want to hold out on this breaking news till we can get something good to happen. Psychic graphics. Okay. It's not bad. Ooh. Didn't really want to see 2 of those. See if you'd go in for this. I almost feel like he might not, because he'll think that we can obviously put anything in here. The issue we're going to have this game is we're going to end up losing all our Sansans and then having a hard time to fast advance. If we'd seen any Astro in the top like 20 cards of our deck, it would have been a better, but I almost think we need another fast track in this deck. So when I don't find any Astros, I feel like our start is so slow, because the food is not that good to score. So we'll get a $5 tax on him here. It's pretty decent. Yeah, he's got to pay really, because otherwise he could access a kitty and then we would score it. I think paying 5 for him makes sense. So our issue now is right, it isn't trash automatically. It's weird. I have to report that bug. The issue is we can't keep them out of our server. We can get our Raven back and replace it on the server here. It's probably worth doing. We need to keep getting ice back, because he's going to kill a lot of our ice. he's just forcing the res. He has no intention of going through this until it benefits him. So if we advance twice, take a credit, he can easily get it. We don't actually have a follow-up. Yeah, this sucks a lot. Well, it's... I don't know how we score this. I'm gonna say there's no way he's taking any tags. So I think Cygraps will do anything. I think I'm probably gonna cut that card. Seems like nobody's floating tags against this deck. They're more like doing nothing and like, except trashing Sands. See, now we're just flooding out and he's doing nothing and our Sands all died. It's a problem. This doesn't even do anything, right? I think we're just boned. If you can kill Sand against this deck, we can't even Biotic, and that's where you get going against Nurgle with a Nurgle fast row. Or if we got an early Astro, that would have helped too. I think our cards just didn't come in the right order. Oh, well, okay then. You get a food. Maybe we needed to archive for Sand instead of the Raven, but then he could have just trashed it very easily. I'm almost unsure if we want to play wraparound as opposed to barriers that don't get broken by David for free. We could play vanilla in this slot, and then he'd be paying a card, and his David would not be a separate resource he could manage. I don't know. We are playing a lot of Davidable ice, which can work if you're going to overload David, but with the clone chips and the Deja Vu as well, not sure that's going to happen. Wow, he let it go through. Okay, interesting. I guess you can turntable it at any time for like a one-pointer. Turntable really is a problem for this deck. Given that like our biggest hope is to be able to turntable once against in the reverse direction, like the fact that you can turntable in every steal is a big problem for us. Maybe he's worried about mid-seasons at that time. That could be too taxing, or it was maybe just too obviously an agenda that it could have been Shadow Remains, Ghost Branch. Not entirely sure what he thought. Well, I do see Spoon in the bin, so I'm gonna try resing Archangel. Oh. So far, he hasn't had to run very much, but when he did run, he's scoring agendas. It's like he's barely made any runs this game. Well. All we can do is use the Quandary as bait for the Spooned. But with his luck, he'll just take one off the top now. There is the combo, Wildside Chrono combo. We almost need to be pretty aggressive here. I kind of feel like pushing Astro in this server and just hoping that he can't get another David. Because then we can exchange using the Astro token. Just need to get started here. Like once our engine's started, we can maybe catch back up. We've been stalled out without the ability to fast advance at all. It's a pretty decent chance he just has clone ship or second David and beats this right here. But if he can't, then we'll get to score our Astro and then maybe do our swap, which would be super epic. Since this game, we're really relying on the swap to do anything. Oh, he doesn't have it. Excellent. Oh, does he have enough cards? He might just have enough cards. Right. Faust. So he needs 4 cards. He can let this go. Yeah, okay. Faust too strong. Doesn't care about anti-Faust dice. Just go right through. Yeah, he knows what's up. I think I paused too long. Maybe if I'd done it more quickly, he would have not thought it was an agenda. But yeah, Faust is just too strong. There needs to be some more anti-Faust dice, because really this is supposed to be a good anti-Faust server, but he's just going through. Well, that's too bad. If he hadn't gone for it, we would have had a chance to score this and then install advance, use our token, swap, which would be the win. We'd have food, Astro in our scoring area. Yeah, I feel like we should have better consistency with 44 cards. We drew a lot. Maybe the cycle goes away. We'd have 1 extra money card to go a bit faster. Or even a draw card. I don't know. The problem was that he was able to just pump Liberated all day. And obviously Faust beats everything, so I don't think we can play more anti-Faust since we go like Little Engine. We could put Little Engine in. And then it's kind of a novel with the tracers though, because with the $5 from the Little Engine, you can pay through the trace instead of breaking. So that was why I didn't put it in at first, but maybe it's worth going into all Davidable ice to think about that. All right, thanks for watching.